All right, one trick that I watched prosecutor. I'll just only say it's the prosecutor here in Natchitoches use on a defendant while I was watching at the city court was this defendant. First of all, I think that the prosecutor is trying to um, get an idea of how much the defendant is willing to give up by simply asking by saying that he couldn't find the defendant's name and then asking for his social security number because he spent a couple of minutes just in open court just like trying to ask for this defendant's name or birthday and then social security number, in which the defendant gave up readily. I could have wrote it down. I might do that at another hearing, just write down their social security numbers. But he gave that, and that's a pretty good indicator to the prosecutor that this guy is willing to give up. Okay, if he's willing to tell you his social security number, and then he finds the guy and sees that it's a marijuana charge, and the prosecutor is like, "Oh, that's no big deal. Maybe we could drop it." Something like that, and so then he asks if there's anything else involved with the charge in any way, and he said, "Well, if it's only marijuana, we could let that slide. That's it, no big deal." And then he's I don't know. He's like, "Wait a second, let's it looks like my clerk has found another file for you." And then she hands it to him. He opens up this folder. He is already ready to go. It took a couple of minutes to like pretend to being able to find this guy's name. He opens up this other folder and says, "Oh, this is a trespassing charge that goes along with the marijuana charge. Oh, this is legitimate. We can't let this slide." So so then suddenly the marijuana charge was back on the table, and along with the trespassing charge, which was legitimate. And then the prosecutor is like, "Okay, we'll have to talk about this." Okay, and then that was that guy's situation, and I found that interesting. I mean, because the prosecutor remembers everything. Okay, everything you say can and will be used against you. Yeah, they'll remember that. And he was fully aware of this guy's charges, but you could see that he was using his prosecutor tactics to get a feel of how this guy would defend himself. And now that the guy must have felt some relief when the prosecutor only saw the marijuana charge and was willing to drop it, and he felt relief, like he was getting just that grasp of some mercy, I guess. And then suddenly the prosecutor finds a trespassing charge, and then it's all back on the table. Uh, and that's playing with the emotions of the person. He's thinking, "Wow, they're just gonna let it go," and then suddenly it's back on, and they're relieved, and then they're stressed again, and it's up and down. And the prosecutors love to play that game with you. They do it with all kinds of people every day. It's just a part of their practice, and it might be new to people, to young guys. It'll be new, and they're feeling it. They're feeling the stress of the moment, and then the relief. So you're gonna drop it, and then suddenly, oh, there's this other thing, and then the stress is back, and it's like you just want some relief from that. But that's what they're doing in the moment. The prosecutors are playing with your emotions, and it's hard for people to get over that.